Today, this is Need for Speed 2015. We are back with a mod for this game. Now, this mod has been around for a little while. But quite frankly, I'm a baboon, and I thought I want to wait, let it mature. And I made a mistake in doing so. No, not that it's bad. I mean, I made a mistake in not trying it any sooner. Let's jump in with the first things in here. So you'll notice straight away, I clicked on this by mistake, rear wheel drive. Excuse me. This is a Skyline. If you're really that type of guy, oh, well, I would prefer a GTT because I prefer to have the rear wheel drive. I like to pull a skiddy. Everybody that says that, you're lying. Get in the bin. You want the all-wheel drive. You just, you know, fairly can't afford the fact that that thing costs a hell of a lot more. So we're going to try that. We're going to try Drift Tires rear wheel drive as is. Now, coolly, in here, we have Drift Tires all-wheel drive, Drift Tires all-wheel front-wheel drive. We can convert this to front-wheel drive if we want to. I actually haven't spent much on this. I haven't done many upgrades, have I? I say that we have a 700 horsepower. That's all right. That'll do. Now, next thing to jump into on this mod, you can clearly see this car is not properly customized fully. We're going to put the Z-Tune on there because Z-Tune. We'll plop that on there and after you get... no, actually, I don't want that. Boop. It's gone. You may remember this was available to do with a glitch. With the little... You probably do it with other mods as well. But it is now available. It's been available for a while on this mod to allow you to remove that type of thing. If you really just don't like something, you can remove something. Question, these fenders, why don't they fit? Coming back to this game, I kind of forget how, I won't say little customization, but how reduced, how specific the game wants you to be to start doing the mods on the car. There ain't as many. There definitely ain't as many. We go for that big old barrel on the back. We don't have diffusers unlocked because we have to do the grind. I actually have some brand new parts for my car, so look out for that because I'm going to be doing that probably at some point soon. Now, let's go into the stance tuning. Let's modify the stance tuning. Lower that baby to the ground. Change the rake. Nah, nothing. Bring those wheels out. I forgot that we could do all this on this game. I kind of wish it was available as standard on all the games. We can, of course, do the cab... Holy hell! That's modified. That ain't normal. That ain't right. I'm gonna mix it up. I want to be different for once in my life. Something else I did notice about this modification, there are some new cars in here. They're pictures of BRZ, but they're actually Ford Crown Victorias and Dodge Chargers, and there's a couple of duplicates for some reason. Oh, the M3 GTR. Completely forgot those are even in the bloody game. But it is. There's a few cars in here. I forget that the Supra is even in this bloody game. This game has the Supra. That means it's better, right? Oh, we back. You know, this game, can you imagine if this game had ray tracing? I can too, because it would look fantastic. It's a game that really would have suited a little spicy bit of ray tracing. Are we in manual? It's just not... Hello? Why would it change kit? Oh, God. It's manual, but you have to use the stick. Oh, I forgot. It's in here. We'll turn that off. I want it all in the middle. I want to get a nice idea of what this is going to be like. Braking, drift, assist, on or off. What's the stat? Let me put it standard. Try again. Damn, you look good. I can't really tell that you're red because it is so dark outside. Let's get it. Oh my God, it's just wheel spin at the rear. Holy crap. And now it was struggling to shift for a second there. That is weird. This handling is not normal. I'm not sure what to say. It feels as it should. Need for Speed 2015, one of the most negative points about this game was the handling just all of a sudden took these random snaps. And it was very odd, very frustrating, even for an affluent Need for Speed player such as myself. But nah, this is all changed. Can we actually get it to slide anymore? I mean, we could get it to do a little screw when we set off. But that's one of the main points of this handling. I knew this was a thing a while ago, but this is a newer version. This is V3, so this is the most updated version. I think they've updated the handling each time they've released a version of this mod. And I'm okay with that. We're going to give it a go. Can we get a skid? I mean, I'm still struggling. See, my question is, I'm struggling to get a skid on. That's an online player. So how on earth would I do drift events in this game? I know it's possible, but apparently he said it takes a lot of practice. I can clearly see that, because I have... Mate, this is... There's no sliding at all. They've removed it. Now, a part of me would be like, oh, this is fantastic. This is glorious. I'm so happy that there's no more break to drift. Well, there's no drifting whatsoever, which is a little bit odd. I mean, there is. I know it's possible, but this is rear-wheel drive. It should be skidding. It should be skidding when I do the skirt. It's understeering. Why, yes, I am back in the garage. These are drift tires. Bloody Nora. How about before we do anything there? Let's keep playing. Let's go back and forth. Make it so we can get some business going. Let's go full drift. If we go full drift, will this slide? Full drift was pretty bad when it came to Need for Speed 2015. It was just ridiculous. The snappiness times 10 bajillion. Let's see if we can get a skid on. Here we go. Oh! We span out. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. And I'm still spinning from the get-go. I need to reel it in carefully. I feel like I still have to be very careful. That's one thing. It's just very floppy still. It's not having it. Let's find a nice little drift area, because honestly, this ain't the best. Let's get it. Now, I do miss the drift action camera, personally, because that has been removed. I really want to try the all-wheel drive now as well. All-wheel drive drifts, will they feel different on... Will this mod make them feel different? I guess the Huracan was pretty obviously all-wheel drive drift. This car has always been very rear-wheel drive feeling. Let's see. Can we get this drift corner? Well, I completed the drift corner by spinning out. That ain't too shabby. What the frick, man? I keep spinning. A little bit less speed, maybe? Man, this is ridiculous. It ain't no heat, but I can spin out. So that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, when I can spin out, I mean, that's all I can do. It's quite right. All I do is spin out. Now, I'm going to go for some drift all-wheel drive. Very cool. So we're now all-wheel drive drift. Let's see how this is going to set off and drive. Oh, you know what? See, the problem, it still has that sway. Now, I know that in reality, yes, that sometimes is the thing, but I feel like it's just going to keep that Scandinavian flick effect that randomly happens on this bloody game, and we're not going to be able to get rid of it. Still spinning. I remember this game looking sharper. What's changed? It's aged. And not in a good way. It makes me want to cry. Heat looks better? What kind of business is this? Bit more yeah, no. This thing is still struggling. I would still say max drift still horrendous. More horrendous than it was before, but it's a little bit more controllable, so not more horrendous at the same time. I make no sense. And finally, we're going to do the grip tires of all-wheel drive, because that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to put it right in the bloody middle. And this should be the grippiest piece of poo-poo you ever did see. So you see, my friends, what I'm trying to get at here is the 2015 handling will forever be poo-poo. Maybe or not. Maybe not. Maybe one day we'll fix it. But let's get it. Let's see what the new race handling is going to be like with our all-wheel drive option. I am so interested. We got straight to the middle for the handling. We're going to see. Mate, that's a tree. It's still got the weird 2015-ness. They definitely did polish it out over the games. Holy... I am killing people. That's it. The physics are still the same. The game still wants me to murder everybody. That Criterion sauce. The music's still popping. The music still makes me want to race, makes me want to drive. The handling, though, in terms of grip, I'm going to say, is much more what I wanted in terms of grip. The drift, I guess I did say I wanted to spin out, so I can't sit here and say that I was not happy with it. I'm going to say that they have definitely fixed the handling on this game, but we're going to have to spend some time learning it. And the problem is jumping between so many games. Do I have time to live with this handling anymore? Overall, it's still going to be satisfactory compared to Need for Speed Heat's even stock handling, so I don't know. Time will tell. I haven't even touched upon the fact that the police are apparently more aggressive. We've played a mod that probably is very similar to that before, and it still seemed that the cops at least weren't fantastic. This is more all-wheel drive than the standard all-wheel drive on this car, so I'm super happy that this is the thing. I'm going to say I recommend this mod. If you want to blast through the past, jump on your 2015 save. Very easy to get this mod. Download Frosty, download the mod link down below in the description. And my friends, you shall be having a little bit more of a stable bit of fun. Pretty cool. This game is over 5 years old, man. What? What the hell? I also noticed that the wheels are kind of poking out just a little bit spicy. Put that away. Whoa. You want to be careful here, buddy. I think the sense of speed is one of the main issues on this game still. It doesn't feel like I'm going very fast. Now that I've played Heat, I will say that. At the time, it felt like I was playing, you know, I was going the speed. 100 miles an hour doesn't feel that fast in reality, but it feels faster than this. But the sense of speed after playing Heat, I feel like I'm doing Gran Turismo like 200 miles an hour, and you're like, actually, wait, hang on. It's just off. It feels very off. Like, I feel like I'm doing 40 in that corner. Until when my car understeers, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? It's just something that if you play often, it will make sense. Give me that all-wheel drive boost, baby, and across the line, the double boost. We got the boost from the turbo and boost from the boost. You know what I'm saying? The nitrous oxide. What about some methanol? Yeah, we got some methanol in my car, you know what I'm saying? I'll shut up now. All right, that was a nice little blast from the past. Need for Speed 2015, 5 years on, has got a revival mod, and if you want to check it out, I highly recommend you do so. I'm playing it online. I don't care. Ban me. What? Ban me, I dare you. I dare you, EA. Ban me. How dare I make your game better? I didn't make your game better, but how dare I play a mod that makes your game better? Exactly. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're new, and apparently there is a Need for Speed Unite mod coming for 2015 super soon, so be sure on the lookout. What? Be sure to be on the lookout for that soon. Until next time, my friends, peace.